How will we be judged? Who gets into heaven and who goes to hell? It's a scary question, but really easy to answer because Jesus and the Bible are so specific. Jesus even makes it easy for us in an easy to understand parable. He says that we will be separated, sheep from goats. Sheep go to heaven, goats go to hell. He even tells us who the sheep are, the ones who gave food and drink to the hungry and thirsty, who welcomed strangers, who clothed the naked, visited the sick and imprisoned. In summary, those that loved. The goats didn't do any of these things and were told to depart from Jesus, cursing them and sending them to the eternal fire of hell. St. Gregory the Great interpreted this passage as a summons to radical generosity, teaching that when we give to the poor what is necessary, we are not giving what is ours, but returning what belongs to them. In this view, the final judgment is the refusal to part with our riches, which is a refusal to follow Jesus completely. Jesus' parable aligns with what we hear in the book of Revelation in chapter 20, where it states that we will be judged according to our deeds. St. Catherine of Siena put it this way: you are rewarded not according to your work or your time, but according to the measure of your love. And St. John of the Cross reminds us, in the evening of life, we will be judged on love alone. That's why when Jesus is asked about the greatest of the commandments, he answers love. Love of God and love of neighbor. Our judgment will be based not only on our faith or our avoidance of sin, but on what we gave, loved, and surrendered for our Lord. That is why the rich man walked away sad when told by Jesus to sell all his possessions and follow him. His love for his possessions outweighed his love for God and neighbor. Faith is not enough. We must love. To do the will of the Father is to love. Why else would love be called the greatest of these? On your judgment day, do you want to be a sheep or a goat? Do you want your Lord to say, "Depart from me," or "Welcome, my good and faithful servant"? If you want to be called a sheep and welcomed, then love. Love God. Love your neighbor. May God bless you on your faith journey.